Okay, welcome back.
Hello, everybody.
Another episode. Go to Realtors Podcast, Investment Realtors Podcast.
That's us.
That is us. We are coming back. We got some fun real estate mumbo jumbo jargon. So this episode is just going to be we'll bounce around like we usually do. Maybe we'll touch on all the comments and
Why do we bounce around?
Yeah, the questions coming in. The emails are flooding in. I know we weren't consistent with the video, so that has caused the comments to back up. Bear with us as we're working through everything.
It's a work in progress.
It is. So today we're going to talk about status certificates. We're no stranger to what they are.
Yeah.
When you typically see them, it's fitting just because.
So start us off.
Status.
What exactly is a status certificate?
So status certificate you'll generally see on condo style kind of apartments, condos, and kind of what they are. It's just kind of a certificate that contains pretty much a big barrage, whatever you want to call it.
The declaration.
Yes, it has a whole bunch of things. So, for example, it has names, addresses of the directors in the offices, information regarding the common expenses, any special assessments that may be levied against the condo board. So, for example, Lewis owns 123 Condo Street. I go to buy it. There might be something levied where they have to do a one-time fix of a roof repair that the reserve fund wouldn't cover. Let's say that is $100,000 amongst the 10 units. That would work out to be a one-time special assessment that each unit would be on the hook for paying $10,000. So it is very critical when you're buying a condo. When you get this status, you do a conditional on the status that your lawyer can review it, because the lawyer is going to go through those things of, the insurance, the minutes of their last general meeting. What's the declaration? What are the bylaws? If you're allowed a dog, can the dog be no more than 25 pounds? Are you not allowed a dog at all? So there's a lot of things that go into these documents that you want to have reviewed. We haven't really ever seen anything crazy. Sometimes you'll see
low reserve funds is pretty much it.
Yeah, and then that generally kind of will equate to higher maintenance fees, which aren't fun for anybody. But
so every condo has a status certificate.
Correct. And they have what's called declaration and bylaws that when the condo corporation was being formed, there's just these rules that are set out in the guidelines. So for example, if you're in a condo townhome, the garage doors all have to be orange, or they have to all be pink. Generally, if you're doing any exterior changes, you'd have to reach out to property management. They'd have a form, you fill it out, you get approval, and you have to, what we've been told kind of by different lawyers and different people that live there is the reason why they do that is to keep kind of uniform in how the units look. So same light fixtures, kind of same windows, same everything. If you're a person that doesn't really like rules and restrictions or regulations or has to ask permission,
don't buy a condo.
Do not buy it. Whether it's a townhome condo, whether it's a condo apartment, don't buy one, because you will always be under some form of scrutiny. You will have to get some form of approval, and not to mention you're going to be a little bit closer to your neighbors, where you're going to see them generally maybe a bit more. You're going to kind of know a little bit, maybe some too much information, or maybe people might know about you just because they have the condo corp board. If you're
so you touched on the fact that when you put an offer in, you have to make it conditional on status.
Well, you don't have to.
Why do you think? Like, what would you tell somebody who wanted to go in firm on a condo? Like, what would some of the problems be?
I would say go firm if you want on your inspection or finance, but on the status, because it is such a big document, there could be something in there that you have no idea that you're just going to take on blind faith. Like, there could be something levied against your unit that a prior unit owner did that now, like for example, some condo corps will have, you have to redo this a certain way. If you don't redo it the certain way, they then will hire a contractor on your dime to have it fixed.
And put a lien on your unit.
Exactly. So I would never advise, even in the strongest of markets, I would always make sure to have the status certificate as a condition. Like I said, inspection, finance, sure. Okay, you might want to get a little brave with that one, but the status, just because there's so much. What if you have a 20-pound dog and the restriction's a 5-pound dog?
So what are some suggestions you can make if you're in a very hot market and condos are selling like hotcakes, and you're worried that you're going up against somebody who is asking for no conditions, including no status. What are some of the things you could do to protect the buyer?
Well, it's happened to us where before we've submitted an offer, if they do have the status ready available, because that's another issue where lawyers have advised us, and this is just based on our experience, the status should be not older than 1 month because the law can change. So if that is the case, if the listing agent knows that it is a big kind of hot commodity kind of listing, they'll have the status in advance, which has happened to us. And then they'll give it to us to then have maybe your lawyer look at it really quick so it wouldn't be a condition, but you've already protected yourself. And in the event that that doesn't happen, where they say, no, it's just kind of, it is what it is, I would suggest that they walk away.
Yeah,
because that seems like a very big red flag. Even in the hottest of markets, when it's always come to condos and status certificates, we've always, even on multiple bids, have seen offers where they've accepted just contingent on the status, and that is for everybody's protection.
Yeah. So moral of the story is, if you're buying a condo, whether it's townhouse, apartment, anything, minimum, you need the condition on the status.
Yeah.
Protect yourself.
Absolutely.
Protect your assets. Make sure you're not walking into a steel trap.
Of course.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, other than that, the status, it's interesting to read through. We've read through most of them. I mean, just to see, right? Like our lawyer's good. They always go through with us. It is interesting to see what's in the status and what different condos have to offer. And how many condos don't keep a very good reserve fund?
We've seen, I don't know, out of 10, I'd say we've seen maybe about 5 where
50,
it's just
50?
Like,
Yeah, about 50-50.
Yeah, because it's key to have a good property management. And then on top of that, they have what's called the board of directors, which is generally kind of made up of volunteers and usually unit owners.
Would you recommend, if you have the time and you live in a condo, to like try to get on that board of directors? Or
like where I live in a town, it's a condo townhome. I'm on the board of directors, and that's just because I feel like there's a lot of things I do kind of for free that I know offset all of not just my unit, but all the other units of not like having to get someone to cut the shared piece of grass or any kind of wear and tear. But it is something like it's
a lot of work.
It's a thankless job. Like if you're doing it for the betterment of just your community and where you live, and that's kind of it. But I would definitely recommend it just because you kind of
stay in the loop. You want to be in the loop.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. And then you kind of get to work with property management on a different level and kind of make sure that nothing's getting overlooked in your property. Because I mean, all these property management, when you start to Google, it doesn't matter who they are. There's a reason they have 1-2-star reviews out of hundreds, thousands on Google, because they're all pretty much the same. They're pretty slow to get back to you. They have a lot going on. You're not the only client, whatever.
So that might be an untapped market if somebody wants to get into property management and like actually worry about customer service as your main goal. Maybe you could get in there somehow.
We're
just a thought.
Yet to see it, yeah.
So you have to see it. There's nobody answers in property management,
and everything is done on their time. So whether it's a day, whether it's 10 days, whether something's broken, whether something's not. I mean, you're at the mercy, and that was kind of why I joined. Because I mean, I feel like I kind of at least speed up the process a little bit.
Yeah, to get things done. Yeah. I remember the mailbox situation.
Yeah, we had a mailbox that was leaking, so we had that changed out, and
that could be like a 6-month project if somebody isn't on top of it every day, right? So I don't know. It's something to think about if you live in a condo building and you're going to be there for a while and you want to make sure your maintenance fees don't go up crazy.
That's just what
your reserve fund isn't taken advantage of. People aren't laundering with like, oh, I called my cousin to do this job. I called my uncle, right? So
that the property is in good repair. Nothing's getting overlooked. It's safe in the winter.
Salting the roads, the sidewalks.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, the biggest thing that I could suggest is if you are somebody who does not like rules or to ask for permission, don't buy it.
Don't buy it.
Like, because you will always at some point need some form of approval. When I changed my windows, I needed approval. Make the driveway bigger, you need approval. Yeah. And it's fine, but it's just,
if you don't like it, don't do it.
Exactly. So status certificate. If you guys want a really good real estate lawyer, send us an email. I'm more than happy. She is awesome. She's here in Bolton. I won't give away her name.
No,
that's only for the people that
private message. Private message.
Exactly.
DM. Exactly. Don't, not even comment. We want more emails.
Yeah, more emails, more direct messages. our personal lines.
Yeah. Next episode, we'll answer some more of the emails. I know there's a lot of questions coming in.
I can't keep up.
It's a lot.
Keep up. So it doesn't go unnoticed.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you guys are doing.
Yep.
We're going to keep doing what we do. And we're going to have fun while we're doing it.
And that's it. Fun number 1.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
We'll see you on the next one, everybody.
Yeah.